Was vintage Trump. He spoke for more than an hour, unaided by a teleprompter and unrestrained by an impeachment investigation. Topically, he was all over the place, and the battle lines could not have been drawn any clearer. To those who helped acquit him, the deepest thanks, and to those who sought to highlight wrongdoings, vicious attacks, and profanity in the East Room.
This is what the end result is.
President Trump today taking a victory lap after fellow Republican senators acquitted him in only the third impeachment trial in our nation's history.
You could take that home, honey. Maybe we'll frame it. It's the only good headline I've ever had in the Washington Post.
And after the self-described celebration, the president went off.
It was all bull.
Mr. Trump attacking perceived enemies, including Republican Senator Mitt Romney, who voted to remove him from office, and local Congressman Adam Schiff.
Adam Schiff is a vicious, horrible person.
For me, it's been a long, 3 years of attacks from the president, so it's not particularly new.
We spoke with Congressman Schiff today from Washington on a range of topics, from the president's performance from the East Room.
We've seen this kind of thing before. It was a long, meandering complaint, really, about how unfair the world is to Donald Trump. Look, he's the President of the United States. He needs to start acting like the President of the United States.
To whether he plans to call John Bolton to testify before the House.
We went to him during the trial and said, if you won't testify before the House, if the Senate's not interested in having you called as a witness, will you submit an affidavit to us under oath? And he refused. Apparently, he now wants to save it for the book. I think he'll have some explaining to do.
And whether he thinks the president has learned his lesson.
This is who he is. He's not going to change. He's going to continue to try to seek illicit help in his election with anyone he is afraid of. And we're going to have to be on our guard. So here we are, one day after acquittal in the Senate. Remember, it was one day after the Mueller report came out that President Trump had that phone call with Ukraine's president and later that day held up aid to that country. Congressman Schiff says he expects the president to try it again, calling him, quote, a habitual offender who is likely to keep trying to cheat in the next election. Jory Rand, ABC7.